So I was talking about the nucleophilic substitution reaction exhibited by 2-bromo-octane. Can I write 2-bromo-octane like this? That is the levorotatory molecule. I had shown this molecule to you earlier, that H, C6H13, and we are on this side, CH3 on this side. These three different denotions, they exhibit the different planes in which these groups they lie. You can see that this is an optically active molecule, levorotatory. Now when it is attacked by hydroxyl ion, the result is the development of this transition state which is here, and this transition state, obviously being very unstable, is put into square brackets like this, and this ultimately results in the formation of this molecule which is 2-octanol. Now because I am telling you that the reaction proceeds via SN2 mechanism, and I told you that here the configuration should become opposite, and it means that the configuration of the molecule should be like this. Is it? So if the configuration is like this, that means it is inverted here clearly, and this has been actually found so because this 2-octanol which I obtained is dextrorotatory. Now I already told you that levorotatory octanol molecule was having the same configuration as 2-bromo-octane, which is levorotatory. So if I obtain dextrorotatory product from here, that means configuration has been inverted. It is opposite to that of the original molecule, which was as per our expectation. So the important point which you have to remember about nucleophilic substitution reaction proceeding in a bimolecular fashion is that inversion of configuration is there and leads to inverted product. Now the important point which is to be kept in mind is that the nucleophilic substitution reaction shown by alkyl halide can be of two kinds, bimolecular and unimolecular both. If we have got bimolecular reaction, then the reaction mechanism is entirely different from that of the unimolecular kind of reaction. Unimolecular reaction will be proceeding in an entirely different manner, that is via an intermediate, and we will be seeing that mechanism also again in detail. But first of all, when we have talked about SN2 reaction, that is the bimolecular reaction, the 2 points which have to be remembered are that the reaction rate depends on the concentration of both of the reactants, nucleophile as well as the alkyl halide, and the reaction proceeds in a single step, concerted reaction we can call it, and that particular reaction goes through a transition state, and this transition state ultimately yields an inverted product. That is, the configuration becomes reverse. That is the important point to be noted. So the 2 points which I have highlighted are to be remembered, that the rate of reaction will depend on the concentration of both of these, involves a transition state, and results in inversion of configuration. Now is it clear? Next we are to talk about the different factors which affect the rate of SN2 reactions, and the different factors which of course are needed to be studied in detail in order to control this reaction, control the reaction conditions. What are the different factors which are responsible for controlling the rate of SN2 reactions is, the very first is nature of the alkyl group in the alkyl halides. Nature of alkyl group, as we will discuss it in detail, you will find that this actually discusses the steric factor. Second is the nature of halogen atom in alkyl halide, that is the elimination of the leaving group. How does it affect the reaction? We have to study that. Then there are 2 more factors, that is the nature of the nucleophilic reagent and also the nature of the solvent. Solvent the medium in which the reaction is being carried out, and the attacking reagent, the nucleophile, what is the nature of that nucleophile in terms of strength of that nucleophilic reagent. So we are going to discuss about this SN2 reaction in the light of all these 4 factors one by one. First of all, let me show you about the nature of alkyl group. Nature of alkyl group, that is, when we take different alkyl halides like primary or secondary or tertiary, then how will the reaction rate be affected? So that we'll discuss perhaps tomorrow, and we'll take up other factors as well. In the meantime, you prepare these lessons and ask me about any problems which you encounter, so that we can take them up tomorrow first, and then we'll move ahead. Okay, so please let me know about any difficulties or any problems with this SN2 reactions. That's all for now. Bye.